Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again, just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So guys, this is going to be a general reading and a little bit of guidance of things to surrender for the 222 portal. This is a timeless reading, and if any of you guys are interested in having a free reading, send me an email. Send me an email if any of you guys are interested. It's going to be a limited time only, and there's only a few spaces available, so first come first serve, guys. All right, so let's get into the reading anyway. And these are things to surrender to for the 222 portal. So the first card is surrender to trust, and the card says, trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by others' strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So this is basically about trusting yourself and trusting the decisions that you make. Because sometimes when we're on our sometimes during in life we tend to doubt ourselves, thinking we made the wrong decision, and sometimes also we've got to trust the decision that we made, because there's no right or wrong in any decision that we make. There are only lessons, and if you made the wrong decision, you're going to learn from your experience. Well, some of us anyway. But yeah, it's also about trusting the process as well. Maybe some of you ain't trusting the divine plan, or not having faith in the journey at the moment is what I'm getting for that. But yeah, this is more about trusting yourself and the divine, because everything is in divine order. Okay, moving on. And the second card is surrender comparison with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. So what I get from this is to focus more on yourself, because don't compare yourself with anyone else, because your journey is unique to you, and where other people go in, you're not meant to go, and where you're going, some other people ain't meant to go as well. So it's more about being centered and more grounded. And I think it's normal to kind of compare yourself to others, if you're doing it in a positive way. So if someone's giving you motivation, that's okay. But if you're hating on someone for, I don't know, hating on someone for, I don't know, for you wanting to be like them, or wanting to have what they have, yeah, that's completely wrong, because yeah, like I was saying before, their journey is not your journey, and the lessons and stuff you have to be facing, that's unique to your journey, and other people's going to have different struggles on their journey. So that's this card's talking about more be more more centered and grounded, and focus more on yourself. Focus more internally than externally at this time. Okay, moving on. Surrender to resentment. And the card says, holding on to resentment only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So what I get from this is some of you may need to, it's time to forgive people for certain situations. And when it comes to forgiveness, as I keep telling people that keep asking me, when you're forgiving someone for you, not them. So they might have done you wrong, but you're forgiving them so you can acknowledge it and forgive them and move on. So you're not walking around holding negative energy, walking around, oh yeah, no, they done me wrong, and because that's keeping you stuck. So when you surrender and forgive, it basically helps you to move on from a situation, and it makes the energy lighter. So yeah, I was struggling with that forgiveness when it was my lesson, but yeah, practice self-love and work on the heart chakra if you're finding it hard to surrender to resentment at the moment, and if you're being unforgiving. Okay, moving on, guys. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Okay, immediately what I get from this is people that are more on the spiritual path, should I say, when sharing your gifts or trying to become more professional with the gifts that you have, we tend to cut ourselves short because for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the universe is abundant. So whatever, if you're coming from a place of lack internally, lack is gonna manifest externally. So if you're saying, basically working on affirmation, saying you're abundant, your abundance is going to start manifesting in your reality. Once you start believing you're abundant internally, it will start manifesting externally. And if you are going to be self-employed, guys, don't cut yourself short. Know your worth is what I'm getting for that, and price yourself right. Don't undercut yourself, and don't overprice yourself, because the universe will bring customers your way that are meant for you, if that makes sense. But yeah, surrender to success, and once you start believing you're successful internally, obviously that will manifest externally. Moving on, guys. Surrender your desire to control people. This one comes up all the time. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. So I think this is just normal. When things don't go in our way, we want things to go a certain way, should I say. And sometimes it's about trusting the process and not forcing things to happen, because if we're trying to force things to happen, obviously you're trying to pressure things, and obviously that's like it's not going with the flow, because things should be flowing effortlessly, should I say, not with resistance. So if you're feeling resistant in, I don't know, any relationship, this could be romantic or colleagues or family members, if you're feeling any resistance to them or feeling any resistance, kind of take a step back, because if there's resistance there's like some blockage and the energy is not moving as it should do. And by doing so, some people are also controlling, and so if that's coming from like a parent, should I say, it's a bit harder to kind of tell your parent certain things. So your parent may be controlling, so if your parent is controlling, try to take a step back and not take it too personally, because the older generation are coming from a whole different place than we are. We're more open-minded than the older generation. But yeah, surrender the need to control people. Moving on, guys. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Alright, so straight away what I get from this card is start paying attention to the small miracles, because once you start paying attention to the small miracles, the bigger miracles start unfolding, and you'll be more grateful and more open to them. And also be open to receive, because if you're not open to receive, then your blessings and miracles are just gonna pass you by. And yeah, some of you need to be near water or drink more water. I'm getting for this card as well. or soak in a bath is also what I'm getting for this as well. But yeah, you guys got a miracle coming on the way. So be open-minded. Don't be looking for the miracle, because if you're looking for it, you're probably more likely it will pass you by. So just be open to receive and be grateful when the miracle comes your way. Moving on. Surrender your fear to intimacy. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Alright, so what I get from this immediately is being intimate with somebody else is being able to be vulnerable with someone else. Just because you're in a romantic relationship with someone or having sex with someone doesn't mean you're actually being intimate with them, because intimacy is being able to be vulnerable and being your complete self. And it's okay to be vulnerable with the right people. And also being vulnerable, it doesn't show weakness, it shows strength, because you're coming from being open-hearted. So yeah, be more open to receive love is what I'm getting for this. And from what the understanding what I have, this year is like a year for divine union. So you might come across your soulmate. Some of you may be getting married, or some connections may be deepening, is what I'm getting from this card. But yes, be more open to receive love. Start loving yourself unconditionally and start working on yourself more is what I'm getting for that as well. So once you start loving yourself more, you'll be able to love someone else as well, because you can't love someone else without loving yourself first. So put yourself first before you start trying to jump into stuff, guys. I'm getting for that. Moving on. Surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So immediately I get from this card, some of you are doubting your intuition. If you're, I don't know, going to certain situations and you're going with your head instead of your heart, yeah, your head's always going to mostly lead you in the wrong direction. But it's all learning at the end of the day. And some of you are coming online. Some of your spiritual gifts are coming online. So if you're clairaudient, clairsentient, I can't remember what they are called, but yeah, some of you might be getting flashes of insights, dreaming. Some of you might be becoming mediums, maybe like hearing being able to channel messages, because I've started to be come online and I've been channeling someone from Lemuria. So some of you's intuition is going to be tuning up, should I say. The energy is going to be activating your third eye chakra and your crown. So you'll be not more connected to source, but you'll be more open to receiving messages from the divine and your angels. Ask for guidance and connect with your angels more is also what I'm getting, because your angels can only contact you if you're open. If you like, yeah, they can't intervene without your say so, in a way, should I say. So yeah, moving on, guys. Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. So that might be relationship wise for some people. Certain individuals need to set boundaries with certain people, but what I'm getting for this is there is no limits, because the universe is abundant. So whatever if you're limiting yourself, you're going to stop your blessings coming in, should I say. If you're staying open and think anything is possible, like anything's limitless, should I say, then things are going to be able to flow more easily. But yeah, definitely some of you need to be setting boundaries with people, and maybe setting boundaries with yourselves Sometimes it's a bit hard to tell yourself no, is what I'm getting. If you like to let that inner child out to run wild a bit too much, because I tend to bloody do that. So sometimes I need to rein it in and set limits with myself, and set limits with people as well, because some people like to take and don't give. And if you're an empath, you're more going to be on the giving end, and people that take don't know, they won't stop, should I say. So yeah, it's about setting healthy boundaries anyway, guys. And that's your reading. And like I said before, my readings go off the center card, so everything kind of revolves around control issues. Some of you may have control issues, but yeah, that's your reading, guys. If you like the video, like, share, subscribe. And like I said before, if any of you guys are interested in a free reading for a limited time only, send me an email. My email's in the drop down menu, and yeah, we can sort something out. Peace, love and light, tribe, and I'm going to hit you guys up soon.